Welcome to a quick tour of my factory amalgamation and process, among other things. Here is my main factory that I have been constructing. Fortunately, the inside isn't using up all of this space. It's still a kind of bit of a shell in areas, but you know, I'm working it up. We're working it on. I do like how the designs come out. I didn't really plan this design. It's just kind of how it ended up. I mean, it's still mostly a brick. Got my space elevator. I also got a steel factory over that direction along with coal, which I'll show you. But for now, let's get over to that factory. Tally ho! Yeehaw! Alright, we got a tick walking through my stuff, you know, just clipping through. Got the space elevator. We got the space elevator here, which I don't have anything hooked up to deposit parts for, which I need to work on that. And then we got these conveyors and whatnot, which are leading into my current storage system, which is set up here. It's kind of a mess a little bit, but you know, I'm just kind of working on things as I do, you know. Let's knock him over, you know, he needs a nap. But this is the main building. You can see I do got some stuff up there going on with like conveyors. Anyway, let's go around the front. I don't want to go around the other way because the truck station doesn't have power yet, but you know, let's go around the front. It's technically the back/side. Alright, here's the front where I got all my main current miners and whatnot working to bring materials into the factory. My hyper tubes, these basically just my quick shortcuts up to a specific floor, you know, smelters, main constructors, assembler, top level basically. But yeah, I got the 2 copper ore coming here, and all the rest is iron except for the very end, which is limestone, which I decided to bypass the smelter level and have that just go to the constructor floor. Which may or may not have been a good choice, I don't know. Might have been more space convenient to put it on the smelter floor, you know, even though it's not smelterizing. I need to probably work on... Gonna have to work on these smelters since they're no longer operating at full capacity. And it looks like I do have a bit of stall going on here, but I know I could take a look at that at some point. Anyway, let us proceed into the more stuff. There's my... Oh yeah, I guess still got a little Biofuel Depot right there that I haven't done anything with yet. It's still just giant biofuel every now and then. Up here's my main storage right now. I need to replace these with industrial storage size. I was using this sink more as a trash can. Probably gonna move it so I can close things in. But yeah, as you can simply see, everything just comes in the back here. Nothing super special, and it's kind of disorganized. It doesn't line up perfectly, and it bothers me. It bothers me that I can't just set these walls up perfectly. I have these split this when they're, you know, side, you know, directly together, you know, against each other. And here's the vast empty space underneath the factory. But yeah, then go to the first floor. Just a smelter level, which as you can see, the floor is not taken up all the way yet, but I have room to expand these outward across the floor if I need be to increase production. I kind of was going with like a weird thing. I really want to, part of me is half tempted to restart the entire game because for some reason I do that instead of building a new factory. And making use of this loop around design more just because I like it. I don't know if it's probably not the most efficient way, but you know, I just like it. It looks cool having, you know, the under here, you know, feeding the smelters. They just loop around and go back out and go up and then do it again kind of thing. Doesn't really work for assemblers that well. They're kind of clunky with doing that. Hey, what do I got here? Iron plates apparently. But main smelter level for producing all my stuff. This is like the one that's not thing. It looks like it's mostly I just don't have the smelters like thing right in place yet, because I have 120 ore coming in each place. Right now I upgraded the miners. But as you can see, I only have 2 smelters right here per line right now, so that's only processing 60 ore. But yeah, I mean, I could, if I really want, just, you know, bring the limestone in here, or I could convert this space for something else, like, I don't know, like, when I get to trains, like having a train come in, like, on the side right here, and this is, like, this part's, like, the main, like, sorting area for it, I don't know. Either way, moving on. Whee! Whee! Oh! Then here's the main constructor floor. Yeah. Nailed it. See, a little bit more populated than the smelters at current with producing stuff, though I have random amounts of constructors for different things. Got my main copper production going on here. And this is kind of where a lot of the stuff goes for my, you know, storage. This kind of ends up here. The concrete was just weird due to how I built things. But that's just, there we go. What am I doing? I don't know. Everything coming down here, kind of middle slot here. Just how to do it. And I mean, I'm kind of trying to do it to where either I can pretty much either expand these down that way, then loop back, though I have to do something about like this lower level here. Or just build new constructors building entirely different things on that side. Or do something else entirely. I mean, I got the space for, you know, doing some stuff like that, because I mean, this is not going to be a mega factory, unfortunately. I do not have the current skill to build one. I still have to figure out how to jump, for one thing. Still have to figure out what I need for each part and all that kind of fun stuff, because I really only gotten up to like tier 5 and 6 with like dealing with oil and stuff. So there's still a lot of things I don't know in terms of how much you need by endgame for certain materials and whatnot to feed into other stuff, what remains to be useful and all that fun stuff. But that's the constructor level here. As you can see, yeah, they just kind of go back out. Like the loop around, kind of continued it a little bit with the constructors here. I know the most efficient way is to design the constructors in terms of if you have a high amount of material coming in, to just have them pulling from both sides, but I did it this way just because it's like, it's different. And up we go to the 3rd floor. Which is my current top floor. Who knows, I might, you know, build up more at some point, possibly. But this is the constructor. Well, not construction, well, it's still a construction floor, so to speak, but mostly assemblers, though I do have some, you know, constructors like this. Working on materials from the previous level, you know, in this case, copper wire, making just cabling. Which, yeah, it's at its kind of limit. Since I only have 60 coming in through here right now. Maybe time to upgrade, I don't know. But then I got assemblers building all my current stuff in an automation kind of way. I've reinforced looped around some stuff, like, you know, reinforced plates coming back over here to, you know, make frickin' frames, or I think it was. This is frames, right? Yeah, modular frames. So they're just kind of going. Full speed. I think I can add another assembler there and still be at peak. Then got rotors, which I'm kind of at the max I can do on that. I could probably partially support a 3rd machine, because I got the MK3, but pretty much I have a 240 coming through here, which each of these need 100 screws. I have 40 extra, so I could kind of partially support a third machine, but not entirely right now, unfortunately. Then got my Rainforest plate production going on here, which I need to boost my plate production below there for this. It's used that up. That might be one of the areas I saw down there, but yeah. This is using the alternate recipe for the stitched iron plate, which, oh my god, that is the best alternate recipe ever. Just because, you know, it really reduces the amount of screws you need a frickin' made, because without that, it's just like, you need shitloads. And I have constructors down below that are making iron wire for this, so they're just using a pure iron process for these particular ones. Then we got, you know, my screws. Got 6 machines up right now. 120 for each side, basically. See, this is one where I did kind of follow the whole, you know, they each use like, what, 15? Well, no, 10 iron rods, so it's like, yeah, I'll just have, you know, them pulling from each side, which I could upgrade. These while I upgrade the stuff so I could push more screws through, but I'd have to build another line to move them, because this is at capacity pretty much. Right here is where I'm gonna probably be making reinforced steel beams. So I got this thing that's not fully set up yet. Just kind of got that set up so I could build the conveyors on the outside without worrying about the direction. As you can see, I got plenty of space on this floor too right now to build more assemblers, build more product. And I kind of sort of just build like kind of a bit of a main bus in a way, mostly just assorted parts that I've constructed right now to kind of keep them moving, to pull off to assemblers, manufacturers when I get them, and what have you. And I mean, I'm good. These are not permanent, these sinks. Literally the only reason I have these sinks right here right now is like this was the end of the line, and I was just like, okay, I need to make, you know, get tickets, so just everything that makes it down to here, we'll just frickin' throw it in the awesome sink. That's pretty much all that's going on here. I'm gonna have to delete the stuff and move it some other place. When I get smart splitters, I want to potentially, like, I don't know, like early on, like about like right here or something like that, maybe put a couple awesome sinks out here, put smart splitters on here, so then overflow just goes into them here, so that, you know, everything moves down there unless all those machines get backed up, then it goes to the awesome sink. That's my current idea for that. But yeah, and I can go up to the roof. I mean, important, you should always be able to have roof access. I do like these ramps, even though, man, they're tedious. Nothing much going on here other than I have an observer tower there that I was using for construction. But yeah, definitely stuff I can still do here, but that's the main factory here. I'll show you some other stuff that's going on. Alright, let's see where we can go. At least I had the foresight to build these conveyors up higher in case I wanted to drive a vehicle or something through here. Then over here, I built a truck station, which I haven't done anything with yet, but it's going to be bringing in steel pipes and steel beams, but I'm not going to connect it immediately to the rest of the factory since I don't have any way of filtering. So I figured I'd just have 2 double industrial storage here, then manually every now and then fill these ones up, which will go up to the factory. This one's going to be steel beams, and we'll have steel pipes over here. Then when I get smart splitters, I can just, you know, probably keep these, but then have like a smart splitter that's just divvying it up, you know. Freaking stuff go here, over there, blah, 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 what have you. Or I could just set it up here, you know, take this out entirely. So it's a smart splitter and then a resource sink in case these get full. But overall, just bringing stuff from my steel plant. So I decided my steel plant was going to be a separate facility at the moment. But I'll drive you over there, show you that and my coal power plant system I got so far. I do like the starting spot in the sense that I do know that I got some oil over there. It's going to be nice to pick up. Let's see, you can already see my steel plant over there. Through my winding passage of a trail. Hey, spetters. Just run your asses over. Shame that doesn't kill them. Here's my steel plant as well as my coal. So my steel plant here is currently functioning off one pure iron node and 2 normal coal nodes. Which I think it's shut down now because, you know, the storage is full up. Oh my god, this is unsettling when it's not running. This is the main floor, that's the main iron node. The way I had this space figured out is that I should have enough space but enough smelters to support the entire pure node for 720 resources once I get all that stuff, you know, figured out and done. So then we go up to the second floor, which is more annoying with my stairs. Should build a hyper tube or something through here, I don't know. Then here is a second. Crap. Here's a second floor. My steel pipes. And my steel beams. Which again, I have this figured out for being able to support all 720 that's coming from down below. Obviously split between each one of these at, what was it, 360 each eventually. Which, you know, is about six steel beams and factors and about 12 steel pipe producers, which, you know, I don't have them all hooked up yet. But yep, they have all been dumping into storage here. And then I was planning on bringing them out through here to a truck station and then trucking that back to my main base. I just need to figure out the logistics of that route. By the time I figure it out, I'll be like, man, totally could have just made trains by this point, probably. So as you can see, I got my 2 coal miners right there. And there's my coal power plants. They're running off 2 other MK2 miners. I think I'm gonna build a truck station here. I'm also gonna overclock one of these normal coal nodes and then siphon off, you know, using a splitter, siphon off like half the coal specifically from that one to fuel the truck stops, to give fuel for the trucks or tractors, what the hell I'm using at that point. Because while I do have biofuel, I kind of want something that's purely automated that I don't have to worry about being like, where's my truck? Oh, it ran out of biofuel, because there's no more biofuel that's made because I haven't been filling that stuff up manually. Even though I believe coal is less efficient for moving these tractors and trucks. Should still be doable. It's a foggy day. I need to build the foundations down on that side. Didn't do that when I expanded my coal power plant when I ran out of power. So right now I'm utilizing about 500 megawatts, 1200 megawatt capacity, which you can see I got a MK3 belt here that's bringing in about 240 coal. That's all going to all of these plants. And I have 6 water extractors for all 16 power plants. Though I did compartmentalize it slightly. These 3 extractors are only fueling the first 8. These 3 are fueling the second 8. Just to keep, things, easy, because, I only have the MK1 pipes, which can only push 300 meters of water in them at a time. And so if I tried to do, these all-in-one continuous line, it wouldn't probably work properly at all. That'd be messy. Ah, crap fell off. It's kind of interesting that the middle one is the one that's just running constantly right now. It is the one that can lead to both sides of the loop. So I have that divided with these pumps to pretty much split its supply roughly, keep no backflow, just so they can each fill everything. But that's the power plant, which probably need to be expanded in the future again. If I haven't, gotten to, fuel generators yet. Fortunately, there's plenty of space in this area to, build more. Like, I could even build this over and build like a mirror on this side going that way too, over the water. The way, that's a tour of my factory. But I'm still working on, it's definitely not finished yet, but that's the current progress with everything. Need to figure out where I'm gonna build other stuff. We're getting like deuterium and all that fun stuff. Gunpowder, gunpowder, sulfur, I mean. But, baby steps at a time. Baby steps, baby steps. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and you enjoy the rest of your day or night or morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Bye for now.